Trump is a convicted felon.
A convicted felon, convicted felon, a convicted felon, a convicted felon,
convicted felon, convicted felon,
a convicted felon,
a convicted felon,
convicted as a felon,
convicted felon.
He is now a convicted felon.
Convicted felon.
a convicted felon,
Convicted felon.
A convicted felon.
Convicted felon.
a convicted felon,
convicted felon.
Is that a picture that they're going to be proud to show their grandkids someday? That they're standing behind a convicted felon?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this area. This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. But the real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here. You have a Soros-backed DA, and the whole thing. We didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent man, and it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political opponent. And I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end and we'll win.
Let's get right into this. So May 30th, 2024 will be a significant day in history. 20 years from now, we'll be looking back and seeing how a political party has leveraged the justice system in a manner which, in all fairness, they use to their advantage, right? I mean, prosecuting a Republican president in a heavily Democratic district, constantly the Republican president tries to get the venue in a more, moderate district, but those get denied for whatever reason. It's not like the judge is a Democratic mega donor to the Democratic Party, right? Oh, wait, he was. It's not like his daughter's raising fundraiser, is not campaigning on the fact that her dad is overseeing the hush money trial. Oh, she is, as a political consultant. All this, and if all this information was known, any respectable and objective judge that's not making this a political, I mean, I can frame it any way I want, right? If you don't want to make this seem like a political thing, you would recuse yourself, right? Right, wrong. Democrats, I mean, I made a video already. I said the desperation of getting a Trump conviction will backfire, and it is shown. It has. Majority of Americans see this as a political thing anyway. Only Democrats believe that this trial is not political. I mean, come on. You're going to piss on our leg and say it's raining? How is the mainstream media going to gaslight us today? As you saw from the intro, you saw mainstream media, they couldn't wait. They're like, they couldn't wait to, say that Trump's a convicted felon. Free my dog Trump. My boy ain't do nothing. I'm telling you, I don't need any more motivation, Democrats. Please, leftists, I don't need any more motivation to vote for this guy. Okay? Because I can't reward you for doing this. I can't reward you for doing something so blatantly political. I don't even know what he got charged with. Falsifying business records. Yes, I said that wrong. For what ends? How he defrauded an election? Paying off a porn star? What? Like, optically, this doesn't look good for the Democratic Party, right? Because they keep crying about threats to democracy. I mean, you try to keep this man off the ballot. You try to delegitimize him and say he's not the president of the United States for 4 years throughout his entire presidency, actually. You threw Russiagate at him. You have the whole media apparatus, which, if you look at statistics, 87% of news it covers Trump in a negative light. Most journalists are Democrats, liberals, pretending to be objective. This is the kind of the game that the Democrats want to play. And I look, we don't care. Like, end of the day, America, this is a moment where we look at ourselves and we say, hey, what kind of incentive are we going to make today? Because politicians only care about getting elected. And if you let Joe Biden win this election in 2024, you're incentivizing future Democratic candidates to do this in the future, to prosecute future Republican candidates, future political front runners, because the Democrats have set the precedent like they always do. Overstep their bound, overreach, overextend, and then they get mad when you do it to them. And then they're going to cry foul. They're going to cry, oh my God, this is a kangaroo court. You're going after your political rivals. Watch, it always happens. But it's like they don't see, like I said, these Democrats, they play checkers, not chess. And all I'm saying is, I only can do what we can control, right? This, to me, is, I know everyone's trying to, it's a dark day, but I'm not an emotional guy. I focus on, okay, what we do about it. I can't control what happens to me, right? We can't control what happens to us. We can't control what happened to Trump, but we can damn sure control how we respond. And I like the way Americans are starting to respond, right? So, a surprise, ex-judge tell MSNBC it's unusual. Merchant pointed Trump's jury to a specific evidence in instructions. That could be a position for appeal, but it doesn't matter because the mainstream media already got their narrative. Convicted felon. I'll show you the intro. MRC exclusive. Leftist media obsessed with Trump's trial, over 600 minutes of blatant election interference. This is how much coverage they give this whole thing that pretty much most Americans didn't care about. Right? And I'll show you why most Americans don't care about, but this is what the mainstream media wants you to focus on, right? I'll just skip it to it. Sorry. Guilty or not, Trump's verdict won't sway most voters, polls show. So no one cares about this, but the mainstream media does. You see the disconnect? But there's a reason why only Democrats, majority of Democrats trust the mainstream media and everyone else don't. There's a reason for that. So NBC senior legal correspondent, Trump's jury has a 50-plus pages of instructions to follow, but the jury does not get this in the deliberation room. Deliberation. I can't speak today, guys. I don't know what's going on with me. But nothing about this court case looks good. To me, it hurts the justice system in New York. I always make the argument that the most corrupt justice systems are ran by Democrats. I mean, shoot. Let's go to Alvin Bragg, because I want to highlight this contrast. Alvin Bragg charges failed New York politician who allegedly punched multiple young women with hate crimes. Finally, right? This is what you should be focusing on, Alvin Bragg. But instead, you want, this is not going to get you the attention you're looking for. Prosecuting Trump, getting Trump, that's going to get you the attention you're looking for. Right? This is how one of the ways I see this backfiring. GOP fundraiser site WinRed goes down. Many people, I've seen it online, many people are talking about dark day in America. You just motivated Trump's base. Like, end of the day, we all know 2024 is about to be who can get their voters engaged, who can get closer to the voting numbers of 2020. And you're giving the enthusiasm back in Trump's quarter. This is one way of how the desperation for a Trump conviction can backfire. And it is already backfiring. You already saw the immediate response. Man's getting fundraisers left and right. People are just galvanizing behind him, right? Let's see how the left-wing media is swinging this, right? This is CNN. Sorry, guys, about that. GOP rushes to defend Trump as Biden fundraises off the guilty verdict in hush money. Oh, way to not make this look political, Biden. And people are saying, look, this stuff, you just revalidating what a lot of Americans already known that this is a politically motivated attack. You playing, I don't see nothing. You send Robert De Niro, you send the January 6th police guy who became a political pundit. You send him down there as your surrogates. Oh, Trump doing it too. Trump got surrogates too. Who's on a gag order? Is Joe Biden on a gag order or Trump's on a gag order? I'll wait. But I want to talk to the American people, man, because courage is calling. Courage is calling. Are we going to reward this guy? Like, if we let Joe Biden win, we reward this behavior. We can't let a political party feel comfortable using the legal systems for their own ends. That cannot happen here. It can't. And I don't care if a black Democrat see this. I don't care if you don't think I ain't black. You think I'm a coon. I don't give a damn, honestly. I just say, hey, free my dog. That's all I would say. Free my boy Trump. He ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing. Bruh. Y'all really want, I don't understand the hubris of leftists sometimes. I see Joy Reid. She happy as hell. She finally living up to her first name, Joy. She joyful, smiling. Boy, you couldn't pay her not to smile. What? Happy as hell. I can't wait to hear how tomorrow's gonna go because I'm making this 12 in the morning. I'm tired. That's probably why I keep stuttering, but I have to make this video. I just say that America, man, Democrats can't win now. They definitely can't win. You got to talk to your aunt. We got to be like, we can't reward this. We can't let a political party use our legal system for their own ends. What? Because end of the day, Americans, as voters, we create the incentive. If we show an incentive where, hey, any party that misused the legal system for their own ends, for their own political gain, we're going to punish. That's what happens when we live in a unified country. This is why the Democrats don't want us unified. This is why the Democrats want you to be divided by your identity. Oh, you're a woman. You shouldn't be looking. Oh, you should see the man as your enemy. Oh, you're a black. You should see the white people as your enemy. This is why they play these games. So y'all don't come together and give them a consequence for doing this, overstepping their boundaries. Al can bragging about, I did my job. Oh, yeah? You did your job of getting Trump? Like, come on. So many things that should disqualify these people from even allowing to give a president a fair trial. That's why I said in the beginning of all this prosecution stuff that there's no way a president can get a fair trial because no matter where you put that president, you put him in a Democratic city, they're going to be like, oh, no, they might exonerate him. You put him in a Republican city, oh, no, they might actually prosecute him because he's an opposition candidate. How do you give a president a fair trial? But the Democrats, the Democrats, they love to make history for superficial reasons. Oh, look, the first woman vice president. Is she qualified? No. You see the poll numbers. More unpopular than Joe Biden. Kamala Harris. That's who y'all want representing you, black people? An incompetent person who happens to be black? She's supposed to represent us? Come on now. This is why like making history for history's sake. And not for the good reasons. And I'm tired of this. I honestly am. It's not what you do. It's not what happens to you that decides the outcome. It's how you respond. And Trump seems to respond very favorably to this. He's going to use this to his own advantage. Like the good book said, every obstacle is actually the path. What they say? The obstacle is the way. The obstacle is the way. If you're facing resistance, that means that's where you're supposed to go. If it's a hard road, that's where you're supposed to go. Because you're only going to come better for it. And if these donations don't say anything about it, it probably proves my case that we're on the right track here. Because it seems like the more they throw at this guy, the more good fortunes come. No one said it will ever be easy. Nothing really is. But this should give us motivation, right? Light a fire in our rear end. To continue advocating, continue showing, hey, this is another reason why Biden's a threat to democracy. Here's another reason why Democrats are a threat to our republic, threat to America. Here's how the mainstream media is actually a threat to our republic, threat to America, which most Americans agree with me, by the way, because they're not willing to call this ish out. Majority of them are ran by left-wing journalists, Democrat-aligned journalists. They own journalism. They dominate culturally journalism. They filter out journalists that don't walk in lockstep to their worldview that they want to preach. You saw the intro? All of them, it's like they all got the same playbook. Here's the email. This is what we're all gonna say. Make the call for yourselves, America, because I already know what I'm gonna do. I can't reward this. I can't reward someone using a political party using lawfare for their own political ends. I can't allow that to happen. So, hey, Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are still shocked. I'm pretty sure a lot more reactions are going to be coming down the pipeline as the story kind of simmers down. When Biden makes his White House announcement or whatever, I'll give a video on that too as well. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be interested to hear your reaction, your thoughts, your analysis on the whole situation, and we'll trade notes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.